Nigel Cecil, equity as you like it.
Especially for my equitable friends.
Hello to my equitable friends!
Cobblers, to your equitable friends!
And cobblers to you too!
Hello, Chuggerbutters. Nigel Cecil here with my usual bit of info entertainment about UK show business, and for my equitable friends occasionally focusing on equity, the United Kingdom Trade Union for actors, yes, actors, or is it actors? Well, please yourself, Hilary, variety entertainers and other creatives across the United Kingdom. Now, Hilary's asked me to say, for those that said cobblers to my equitable friends, there's currently a referendum, a rule change rulebook referendum going on for equity members. You should have received your voting papers. And here's a message for everybody from my equitable friends.
Equity's new rulebook proposals. Shifting elites' power up, casting members' power down. Vote disapprove.
A voting message from my equitable friends, and indeed my alter ego, my very good friend Dave Eager, equity editor. Well, ask moi, along with some other equitable friends, a question about the equity referendum voting papers. Hello, Dave, over to you.
Hello, Nigel. Dave Eager here, Nigel's equity editor. Nigel, I've still not received my referendum documents or voting papers through the post. Please could you put on your equity detective hat and try and find out what's happened, because I hear there's been other problems as well. Over to you, Nigel.
Well, Dave, of course, Nigel moi, entertainment entrepreneur, is happy to help, and indeed, just like my last video, maybe some of my equitable friends watching might be able to help as well by choosing to be an equity detective. Why don't you choose either Jessica, Dwayne, Joan or Hercule? Go on, have a quick choice, and by the way, here's who they stand for. Be an equity detective and help moi, Nigel Cecil. Now you may say, why, seeing as how the referendum started some way back at the end of October, has it taken till now, until Dave, equity editor, has raised this issue with moi? Well, you see, you have to remember that some 90% of equity members are not regarded as activists. In fact, very few of them even actually vote in a referendum. You see, Dave, yes, you're regarded as an activist. So activists will be aware of what they should receive, when they should receive it, and if they've not received it. But how does a non-activist know that they've not received something they should have received when they haven't received it? Yes, that's a good question, isn't it, Hilary? Yeah, so what Dave decided to do was to wait for the whole process to complete to see what they did or didn't know. Now, apparently, one was supposed to receive 2 emails back towards the end of October from Popularis to say, well, have a vote, the vote's coming. But those emails were never received. So how could somebody know something they didn't know when they were supposed to vote to know? Have a little break and think about this. You see, Nigel moi, my video number 83, some 4 weeks or so ago in October, actually referred to the question, do you know you are still a member of equity? Is the database up to date? Have you got your card, Dave? Yes, have you got your, let me have a little check here. Yes, it does say up to date membership. Have you got your card handy? Now, following the process, The first Dave Equity editor heard was an email from Popularis on when? Well, you better check the date because they also had this email from Equity. This one from Gail at Equity on the 10th of November clearly got through to Dave, and it mentioned an email of the 27th of October, which you never received. You didn't receive, did you? Ah, but Detective Eye looking, and thank you for one of my other Equity detectives, spotted that an email had arrived from Popularis, apparently from Popularis, on what, the 7th of November. But there was a question, because Dave Equity editor said, no, we didn't click on that. Why? Because did it come from Popularis? It wasn't personally identified as coming to Dave, and also the originating email wasn't one that was recognised, because it said Popularis at kenda.co.uk. Who's Kenda? What are they to do with Equity? I mean, have a look at this. Now, many of you will be well aware of the security information that's sent out by banks, building societies, credit cards, etc., that says if you receive an email from an email address you don't recognise, especially if the email is not particularised to you personally, then don't click on any links within that email. Now, were the council aware of this change? Because one would think if they were, they should have, well, it would have been helpful to send out an email to all members to say, hang on, our independent scrutineer is now using the email address at kenda.co.uk. Then at least everyone would have known. Yes, and the other question, who's kenda.co.uk? Well, we did have a look. A highly reputable firm, a company indeed, Kenda Electronic Systems, and they provide things for the electrical supply industry. So initially you'd say, what's all this about? But they do have a division called Ken Data, and that's got all the appropriate certificates to show they're clearly verified and a credible company. But would Equity members know that? Will they click on that link, given all the cautionary warnings from banks and credit cards and building societies? So thereby hangs a tale. But Dave, you're free to click the link, but I know you want the hard copy to read in your hand, don't you? So Dave, email help, is it, Hilary? Yes, I do need help. Help at popularis.org and say, excuse me, why have I not received my papers? It'll be interesting to find out. So don't forget to vote. What? Yes, we've always got to finish with that little jokeroonie, haven't we? So here we are. I hope you thought that was interesting. And please get on to me if there's anything else you can think of. What have we got? Yes, here we are. Now, let's have a look. Oh, it's all about trust. Why can't you trust atoms? Don't substitute any other words, Hilary. Why can't you trust atoms? Because they make up everything. Oh well, there's your info entertainment. And so until the next, what's the next one going to be about? Oh yes, it's going to be the choice. The choice. We better leave that, can't we? Yes. I'll stop talking. No, give the secrets away. So see you on video 94. And until then, do have a wonderful time, my chuckabutties. Bye for now.
Nigel Cecil, Equity as you like it.